So hello. I'm so excited to be here. We're teaching the MetaPower class tonight, and we're going to do a simplified version, and it's going to be fun and open. So you guys have questions, like I said, I am Shannon Morrison. We are enjoying MetaPower in this household. We were just talking about MetaPower and the kind of what it does for even my 19-year-old daughter. She really likes the collagen. And so we were talking about the power that has, even if you're 19 or 20 years old, versus 44. So we're going to go into this. MetaPower is meta for metabolic, and power, or the PWR, can be power, but it's personal wellness realized. So MetaPower is really powerful for you individually. So whatever you need first, like I was talking to Brenna, like I have squirrel moments, shiny things, like I get sidetracked super easy. And since taking MetaPower, for me, that was my first thing that I noticed, was the bandwidth and the focus, and not so back and forth. Like I wasn't doing 17 things at a time. However, I really feel like us people that have focus things and ADHD, we get more shit done. We do 7 things at a time all the time. I feel like we get more done in a day. It's fine. Anyway, so we're going to get into this, but that is what MetaPower stands for, right? Meta is the metabolic health. The power is the power that it has to support you personally. Okay. So we're really MetaPower, the MetaPower journey and the science behind it is to create a longer health span. Like our life and our vitality is, we live longer, right? We have medical, we have all these things. We live longer, not like our ancestors and the caveman, and their lifespan was like 20 years. They were old, right? At 20 years old, we're living longer now. We're not living healthier, right? Our last 10 to 15 or 7 to 10 years are a longer longevity, but it's not healthy. And we might not actually be able to be as mobile or think or have cognitive function as we did before. And so our goal here with this MetaPower is really to live longer, healthier. And that is the goal with everything that we've talked about in essential oil wise, right? That's the goal of our nutrition. That's the goal of our essential oils, to be able to have a toolbox at home to maintain or support our bodies when we need it, right? And MetaPower really is an advanced scientific way to enhance our metabolic function, which is really our transportation system for everything and how our body works. And so we're going to talk about health span a lot, okay? Not lifespan. We want to be healthier longer. Okay. So as we age, the building blocks of aging is we look older on the outside. We might not necessarily know what is going on in the inside, right? There's a lot of different factors, what we do, what we put in our body, what we fuel our body with, how much stress we have, our emotional balance or upheaval. And in the last 3 years, everybody has been in crisis mode, right? And so this crisis, this emotional imbalance has really aged our insides a heck of a lot more, right? And so in the last year and a half, 2 years, we've really talked, and I have enhanced my conversations regarding your emotional health and how to maintain your emotional health, because everything starts with mindset and your emotions. Everything else falls with it, right? And the reason the metabolism is so important, and we're talking about the fuel, we're talking about the antioxidants, these things that come up with your metabolism, a lot of the factors are blood pressure, lipids, blood sugar, and you might not realize that there is something wrong with you until there's something really wrong with you. They're silent, okay? And so when you're using this, it's not necessarily like my 19-year-old can use it, year-old or 72-year-old dad can also use it. And it's going to, no matter what age you are at, it's going to help you. And it's going to be personally recognize what you need the most right then. Okay. Does that make sense? Okay, perfect. Thank you. So this is the MetaPower system. This is the nuts and bolts of the entire system. There is, I don't even know how to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I've never counted them. There's 6 products. Look at me. I can count, you guys. This is awesome. There's 6 amazing different products, and they're all used in congruency. This is a system for a reason, right? every single different product here that you see has the essential oil in it. MetaPower essential oil is a blend of essential oils that is similar to what we had before in Slim and Sassy. They're actually the same oils. They're just in a different variation and different amount of the oils inside that makes a more powerful fat cell reduction and more powerful energy supplementation. Okay. And so the Metabolic blend comes in soft gels, gum, and the beadlets. And if you saw me on Instagram today, I had like all of the above in my car. I couldn't believe I had all of the products in my car, which was fabulous for me. There's nothing bad in them. So if you're like me and you have some gut issues that are really sensitive, or your body just does better if you do not eat soy, if you do not eat gluten, and you do not eat dairy, then this is going to be absolutely perfect for you, right? It's also free of shellfish and pesticides and nuts. So there's a lot of different allergy-free situations here that is going to be really powerful for you, that you do not have to worry about the soft gel or what's in it. There's nothing going to be bad in there, which is unlike any other product on the shelves, right? Or hard to find a product like this on the shelf that doesn't have any crap in it. All right, so we're going to start with the MetaPower Assist, and this is a product that I keep on everybody's talking to me about, like, Shannon, I cannot remember to take my Assist. Like, what do you do? And like I said last time, ladies, right? Keep it on your damn kitchen table. Like, put it where you eat. That's what I always tell people. Okay, and I think right now, mine is on my bed. I think it's on my headboard because it was in my purse because I took it to supper with me the other day. So anyway, so MetaPower Assist has all of the essential oils, right? But there's a massive difference in this, and it has mulberry leaf extract in it. The mulberry leaf extract is a powerful component to break down the fat cells. Okay. One thing I learned in the research is that we grow new fat cells, but we actually, like, as we get bigger or we age and our body composition changes, it's not like because we have more fat cells. It's because those cells get bigger, like air in a balloon. And so this product is going to help balance out your glucose. It's going to help shrink those cells, and it's going to help metabolize the carbohydrates so they do not turn to sugar. So every single time your pancreas, like rock stars in the room or Red Bull, every single time your pancreas spikes and gives you a sugar high, that ages you by a lot, right? Ages all of your organs actually, and it also ages your heart. Okay, so and since this came out, and since this I have created this ebook, I've been on several Zooms, and they say that it has a better benefit for you if you take it when you're eating, not necessarily before your meal. And so everybody's like, oh my gosh, I'm eating it. Like, I'm like, oh crap, I'm eating supper. I have all these, noodles, or I have potato, or I have, a high carb vegetable, and I forgot to take it. Well, actually, it's good to take it with your food. Okay. Again, see all the things that it doesn't have in it, right? There's no GMOs, dairy, soy, gluten, preservatives. It's all natural, and it's going to be a powerful supplement to, again, really balance out those carbs, so your pancreas is not overworking. Okay. And it's going to shrink those fat cells at the same time. This mulberry leaf extract is the situation in here, or the product in here, that's going to really help that spike not happen. Okay. Does that make sense? Awesome. All right. The essential oil. Oh my gosh, you guys. So I have the soft gels and I have the essential oil. I use the oil all the time, and I actually had to get my second bottle out. It's probably the essential oil I probably use the most, besides frankincense, because I put this in everything. I put this in my big Yeti cup. I drink it throughout the day. I put it in my hot tea at night, and even my coffee in the morning. So I use the oil all the time. It manages your hunger cravings, sugar as well, and it promotes more energy and a healthy metabolism altogether, right? The oils connected into this blend: grapefruit, lemon, peppermint, ginger, and cinnamon bark, inhibit fat cell maturation, which is that shrinking the fat cells, not letting them get bigger, right? To take up more space, to make us feel bloated and over full, right? And so having the beadlets or having this in my water increases my energy. It also lowers those sugar cravings. So like in the 3 o'clock in the afternoon, or when I was taking my sister to go bowling today, I was like, oh, I need sugar. Like, right? I want this or I want that. And I was like, I have beadlets. I have this sachet. I have the oil. So I used it in my water and I am home and I'm good now. Like I'm not even super hungry, even though these wonderful ladies next to me are making me supper. So I'm super stoked about that. So yes, so I have not used it. I think I used it one time in the diffuser, but I'm using this internally, but you can use it all 3 ways aromatically. It's going to clean the air because it's going to have that cinnamon. It's going to, and lemon, grapefruit's going to be open and inviting energy wise. And peppermint is just going to be open up your airways, right? And help you emotionally. If you use it topically, it's going to get your synapses and all of your things going in your system. You're going to want to use a coconut oil or a fragrance-free lotion to dilute it, because you do have that cinnamon bark in there, okay? If you don't dilute it, you're going to be mad at Shannon. So dilute it with something that you want to put on your skin, okay? But it will increase your energy and it will help like your skin stimulation, right? And then internally, it's going to do all of those things that it says on the right side, those primary benefits, okay? This is my favorite product, and this is the product that Courtney has actually really likes it. And I was super surprised that she was, because some people, I know Holly doesn't taste of MetaPower, right? And so I have encouraged people to put it in their shake because nutrition is key here as well. The health pyramid does not go away because we have this amazing collagen, all right? This amazing collagen does have NAD+, it does help you create NADH, and it does help your insides heal, right? Inside out is what we're going for here. So you have all the ingredients in there. Again, you have the mulberry leaf extract. Again, you have the essential oils that are in the blend. You have that red orange fruit extract, the NMN, the sea buckhorn fruit, and the vitamin C, and then the marine collagen, right? And so you get 9 different variations of collagen, and there is nothing on the market that is out there like this. And they are, what does it say? Like so much more bioavailable than any other product on the market. So you do not need to take as much as if you took a different collagen off the market, right? If you got Vital Extracts, which I've taken Vitality, you know what I'm talking about, or Dr. Axe's, you would still need to take more of that because your body cannot absorb it like you can this. All right. They use marine collagen because it has the least amount of allergen issues, right? If you take a marine collagen, it's not going to have all the different allergens that you could possibly come in contact with that would be inhibiting random people being able to use it. So again, it comes in the sachets. You get a 30-day supply on this. I am a super user. And so if you're older, if you have some morbidity, if you have some disease process, or if you're really trying to heal your body from a broken ankle, you can take more than one of these. Okay. You can take more than one of the assist as well. The last soft gel we were talking about, because it's only going to enhance you. And you guys, I was talking to somebody today, and I should have taken a picture, but she showed me the x-ray so incredibly quickly. But from 2 weeks ago x-ray to this week's x-ray was night and day difference in my ankle. And you guys, I crushed my ankle. And so there is a huge benefit to taking the essential oils internally, like I have, right? We've created the soft gels with DDR Prime, Helichrysum, Lemongrass, On Guard, all those amazing oils. But you guys, I have absolutely never skipped a day of collagen since I got it in September. Okay. And so I have started to take 2 of these, and I started to take more assist after I broke my ankle because I knew when I took the course that you guys can take a course on MetaPower, is in our back office. It is free to do. I realized there are super users and there's a reason for that. Like if you have a high lipid content, if you have issues with blood pressure, if you are diabetic or suffer from needing support for your pancreas in those ways, there is an advantage to taking more advantage. Sorry, that was, haha. I made Zena laugh. It wasn't funny, Courtney said. Okay, so what is collagen? Collagen is the most abundant protein in our body. It is in our body, right? Collagen is the beauty complex, right? We want our skin, our nails, our hair to be amazing because we're females and we're like, we have to be beautiful, right? And resilient, and it has to withstand stretching and as we mothers and stretch marks and all that kind of stuff. But it's really good for your bones. It's really good for your muscles. It's what tendons and your knees and your ankles are made of, you guys. Our knees and our joints that are flexed, like our knees and our elbows, have more collagen than anything in them. And as we age, that lowers. Okay. So as we age, just like the fiber that we're taking or the nutrients, the greens, we need more of it to keep that health span. Okay. For that longevity. It's going to only help us. And having a positive form of it is going to magnify that, right? So, like I said, it is the most abundant protein in our body. There are 28 different types. There is 9 different types of collagen in the collagen of the Advantage, right? The MetaPower Advantage has 9 different types and they all have a reason. You guys can absolutely take a picture of this, but there is a reason for each different collagen and it's the reason they put it together, okay? Another thing, the reason that the Advantage is so different is there's a lot of collagens that are like in different forms, like, right, liquid form. The longer that it's in a bottle or liquid form, the less nutrient based it has. MetaPower comes in a sleeve that's individual, airtight. And so as soon as that is opened and you put it in water, you get to drink it, right? And it has the most potency of that collagen. The longer it sits in water, the less, it's going to still be good for us. But that is why it's like a super collagen, because it has the 9 different types of marine base. There is a reason for it. It does all of these things that is shown on the slide. But because it's individually packaged and it's airtight it's not just in a canister where you scoop it out all the time, right? You get more collagen for your buck here, okay? Any questions? There is questions, there's stuff in the chat. Holy cow, hold on. It is better than Slim and Sassy. How does it taste compared to Slim and Sassy? So I think it tastes more citrusy than Slim and Sassy. Does that make sense? Slim and Sassy had more cinnamon. Another thing, you guys, I am sensitive to cinnamon. So I can take this. I have not had a problem and I've taken it every day. Like I tested the waters. Like I really did. I took all of them before I left and I always test everything before I even share it. And Slim and Sassy I could not take because I have a reaction to the cinnamon oil because it's of its potency. And this doesn't bother me. So there's more citrus, there's more grapefruit and other oils than there is cinnamon, unlike Slim and Sassy. And it tastes way better. Like Slim and Sassy was like, you had to put it, in my experience, I had to put it in a shot glass with lukewarm water and like down it really fast because it was so hot. And this is not like that. I can sip tea and it's not like burning no, it's not evasive at all. Great question. Did we talk about this one? Yes. Okay. Great question. All right. So there's 5 types of collagen on the market. Type 1 is 90% of the body's collagen. Type 1 is density packed, like you can see here, for bones, tendons, and ligaments. Type 2 is for cartilage and joint support. Type 3 is for muscles and arteries and organs. Type 4 is found in the layers of your skin. Type 5 is found in your eyes and some layers of your skin, hair, and tissue, the placenta, okay? Those are you check on the food. You're gonna leave me? They're leaving me. Those little ladies. Anyway, so there's 5 different types of collagen on the market, right? And you don't normally get all of them in one product, right? So those really big words that Shannon it's challenged the moment to say, but it is they're amazing. NMN, NAD plus, and NADH we need more of. Okay. And so this product enhances our ability to create it and our cells to create it. Okay. So I'm not even going to try to say that word because it's a huge word, but it is naturally occurring in all life forms, right? But as we age, it does lower. All right. And so, it is essential nutrient for our cells and to enhance our health, basically. Okay. And when we take the collagen, it enhances all the growth of these things that we really need for our health span and for our metabolism. Okay. So here's powder versus liquid. I guess we just talked about this a little bit. Okay. I kind of got ahead of myself. So it comes from a hydrolyzed powder format, right? Our powder does. And when you mix it with water before consuming, it activates that bioavailable delivery, right? It activates as soon as it hits water. Powder wins on potency, fewer additives, cost savings, and eco-friendly. Most of the prepackaged liquid are using a process to sterilize their water-based delivery system. It's heavier. It is just not as effective, but they are less shelf stable. Like the powder forms can sit on the shelf until you open them, correct? Okay. So MetaPower beadlets, we talked about this a little bit today. It is a great source of just on the go, convenient traveling to boost your energy, to curb that little sugar craving, but it does freshen your breath too, right? It helps your mouth, it helps your oral health. It has that cinnamon in there. Cinnamon and clove are amazing for oral health, right? Again, you have all of the oils in there, right? And you have nothing that's nothing's bad for you. So the beadlets are easy, convenient. I keep them in my backpack or my purse. You have all the goodness in a tiny, tiny little beadlet. All right. The soft gels are the essential oil. Okay. You have like 3 to 4 drops of the essential oils in a little soft gel, right? It is a diuretic. It is a stimulant. It is calorie-free, of course. But the oil or the soft gels do help your hunger cravings. Just like the little beadlets do through to your real meal. All right. There are studies that it does, there is studies that it does protect your cells from oxidative stress. So really cell proliferation, right? And which the combination of these oils that are in there will absolutely promote this. Okay. They're going to promote really good energy. They're going to be really good for gut health. They're going to be really good to pull and be a detox for your system. So like, that's where that diuretic comes in. Okay. And I used to use, so we had the slim and sassy soft gels too. I used them for people that had low blood sugar, right? I would do the same thing for this. For people that had low blood sugar, you give them a couple of them and you get them a good protein meal. Okay. If you've ever experienced anybody that has a drop or an elevation of blood sugar, you get to help them really fast. And then you get them to their medicine and you get them to a meal. Okay. A lot of people, yes, ma'am. I'll look at the chat too. Personally preference, I release.
How compliant do I need to be before I talk?
I know we are recording this, so supporting.
Okay.
Use the word supporting. That would be great.
Well, some of you know, some of you don't, but Ron has chronic issues with the blood sugar dropping. We were in town on Sunday shopping and we did not eat before we went to town. It was like 12:30 or something, and he gets ready to black out in the store. And of course, we're at Rural King, so it's not like I'm at a grocery store where I can grab food. And I remembered I had beadlets in my purse. So I grabbed the beadlets. He popped probably 4 of the beadlets in his mouth. I went and got him a sugary drink, and he was able to not pass out, make it to the car, and make it home and eat without having any issues.
That is amazing. See, it gives you time, right? And I have done that as well. It gives you time to get, I'm going to change my internet 1 second. I'm going to switch my internet because it got unstable all of a sudden. All right, hopefully that'll be easier. That's awesome. Thank you so much for that testimonial, because it does help, and it is super supportive for your pancreas. It's super supportive. It also, what did that do for Zena? It gave her and Ron confidence, right? You guys were able, and it gave you a relief of anxiousness as well. Like, so many things go wrong in that situation. Diabetes and this heart disease runs in my family. It is in my DNA. A lot of things are in my DNA that this is why I started using our Lifeline Vitality and really paying attention to what I was fueling my body with, the nutrition that was going into my body, because we get to look at predisposition, right? And I want to live healthier longer. I want to run around my grandkids. I want to live a full life. And so I've seen my family lose limbs. I've seen my family perish early. My grandmother died before she was 60, right? And so we get to be proactive, and that is what this is really. And I love that. I love that. I'm so glad that Ron was able to get through that, because it happened so fast. Oh my goodness, it happened so fast. And it used to happen to me a lot more than it does. And probably 4 years ago, and I really upped my LLV and the other things, what I was putting in my body, and it's really significantly helped support me to not have those crashes at all. So a lot of people have asked me, this is a really good question. A lot of people have asked me, like, when do I take it? Right. And Holly had the question of, like, how many drops do I put in the water? Like, I seriously, like, in my huge Yeti, I put like 6-7 drops in there. In my tea, I put like 2 drops on my tea bag and put it in my hot tea. That's really what I do, right? And if I have a glass of water, I'll just put like 1 or 2 drops in a glass of water. Always, when you're using oils internally, you always want to use a stainless steel Yeti or a glass. A lot of times I use mason jars, right? And so you get to use those. Otherwise, it's not really healthy, because oils are detoxing, especially when you have citrus and cinnamon in there, right? And they're going to take the bad stuff that's in your plastic, and then you're formally drinking the bad stuff that's in plastic. Okay. So morning, a couple drops, right? This is a good example of a morning, afternoon, and evening routine. Like, I use my MetaPower throughout the day as well, just like this. I take Lifeline Vitality in the morning. I actually take my gut health, my bone nutrient, and I take Mito 2 Max right away in the morning. And then I have MetaPower with my hot tea. And then it depends on what my meal is, but I have been taking 2 Assist. And so I take more, like I said, my personal self, I use more of the oil than I do the soft gels. But I do use the soft gels when I'm just like coming in my house and going out again, right? Because and especially right now, where I am supported by my family to cook me food, because at the moment I cannot stand and go back and forth. And I mean, I can make food. It's just not like a full meal. I'm like warming things up. I'm eating a lot of leftovers with my broken ankle right now. So it's just like, I get to be more patient with that, right? I get to, I'm using probably more of the oil. And then in the evening, again, I do always take my MetaPower Assist at night with my supper, because normally the supper is like my biggest meal. However, that lunch was probably going to be my more high carb meal, because I had an already made like sweet potato quinoa bowl from Costco that is really delicious, but it is carb full because it has quinoa, sweet potato, lentils in it. And so I put a protein with that, and kind of had like I always make a stir fry stuff, right? I just make things that are really easy. But that was full of carbs. And so I had an assist with lunch, and I probably won't need one with supper, but I might take it again. Okay. Again, I am working on healing bone, right? I'm working on healing bone and ligaments that are torn and not doing really well. And it is working for me. So if you are needing that extra support, if you are working on, and you know that you've been to your doctor and you know that your cholesterol is like, right, or your lipid level is like here, right, and you need that extra support, do not be afraid to take 2 a day, right? There are reasons to be like a super user. And if you guys, again, need support, all of you ladies have an account in your back office. And if you need help with that, support with that, I can send you the link to get the class. It's really fast, free, and you learn all the things you need to learn about MetaPower, okay? The next product that is in a MetaPower system that I really like, I keep this in my car because when I'm driving, I want a snack. I don't even know what it is, right? It's probably because my mom used to be a smoker, and we got in the car, she smoked or she ate a snack. Like, I don't know if it's just like a mind thing. It's probably a mind thing. Anyway, again, you have the essential oil. There is no sugar, but there is, I think there is, what is in here? Steviol, right? There's no sugar in it though. Okay. So I can chew this for 30 to 45 minutes. It does help sugar cravings. It does help me get through the end of my workday if I'm working until 7, and then to get home to eat. All right. So I'll probably chew this about 6 o'clock because I'm like starting to get kind of like, or I'm watching the person I work with eat and make supper. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't have any food right now, so I'm going to chew a piece of gum, right? Or I'll keep it in my car for the snacky time. Okay. Store it in a cool, dry place. Right now it's cool outside. We're in winter, so it's not going to be a big deal being in your car, but I wouldn't keep in your car in the summertime in Nebraska or Illinois. All right, ladies. All right. So research suggests that it does balance the ratios. There is some information on the bottom. It can curb your hunger cravings, which it really does. It promotes your metabolism. Cinnamon, ginger, that oil, the set of oils is really remarkable on balancing your blood sugar. Okay. Really helping that pancreas get that support. So this is just going to give us a couple extra people that are using products in a different way than we have actually spoken. So there's just different results, different ways people are using it, and what their lifestyle is. Okay. Sally already has a non-toxic lifestyle. She doesn't use any unnatural products, right? And so she is using, and she's also adding lavender and serenity soft gels before she goes to bed. Okay. So I have to admit something, you guys. Okay. So since I've had this break in my leg, I have this, like, kind of when your leg falls asleep, like when I put my leg straight, it's like this vibration. I don't even know what you would call it. It's not really like painful, but it has like this sharp, I don't even know. It's the nerves, right? The fiery nerves in my leg and my ankle. You remember when our kids were little, and Holly, your kids are younger. So, kids are little and we're like, give them a hot shower or a hot bath. You give them some lavender and they'll sleep like a baby. Oh, you're so cute. Hello, puppy. I took a shower. I got my cast off the other day, and so exciting, right? I got to actually put both legs in the shower for the first time in like a month. It was really great. It was amazing. And I did that. I took a hot shower and I used lavender, and you guys, my leg was completely fine, and it never did that. And I slept like a dang baby, and I was like, why don't I? Of course, I couldn't put both legs in before, but anyway, I was like, we should just do this as a routine. And in the Zoom with Dr. O, he was like, taking lavender at night is going to profoundly help your sleep routine. If you put lavender in your diffuser, if you take a hot shower, just like we did our kids, your sleeping level is going to increase, and therefore your bandwidth and everything else about your health is going to be magnified, right? And it made sense to me, because that's what we used to do. Like, we wanted sleep, right? Because we were like tired chasing the kids, and like we get to go back into that and get back in that feeling for ourselves, right? And who doesn't want a hot bath? I mean, ladies, I want a hot bath right now. There's 24 inches of snow outside. Anyway, so meet Sam. He does things different. You can look at his thing. He does things a little bit different. He is a man. He is showing what he does for his oils. He diffuses Balance at work. I love Balance. It was the first oil that I bought for grounding my mouth, right? It makes my mouth nicer. He, in the evening, he uses Serenity soft gels or Petitgrain. And if you're not used to Petitgrain is like, it's called the man lavender, right? It's not smelly so much like floral oils like lavender is. And it has, the chemistry is really similar to calm you down like lavender does. Okay. So men and boys and some ladies that are just really like, I don't like ylang-ylang, give me some Petitgrain, please. Okay. So that is just it is a preference. All right. So he puts it on the soles of his feet, or you can absolutely put it in a diffuser. If you've smelled Petitgrain, like me, I put a citrus in with it because I don't like it by itself, but that is just me. Okay. So you have different routines. Here are some normal questions, and I put this in the ebook for a reason because these are really powerful questions, right? I use it for my older kids. I know doctors that have given their younger kids the advanced, like the collagen. But they just do like a portion of a sleeve, right? They just do a portion of it because it's really, really good stuff in it. They don't need all of the collagen, but if they're needing supported for health reasons, if they're super active and they're in sports, they probably need supported for those, their joints and ligaments as they're growing as well. And so, it's just a different reason, right? We want it as adults because we're not creating it like we used to, kind of like gut enzymes, which is again, why we take our gut health products, right? Because we're no longer making them. Okay. Does that make sense? All right. And then again, why do we source the marine collagen? It tells you it's environmental friendly, it's sustainable. We can keep getting it over and over again, right? And they are really allergen friendly, right? I don't know if what does it say? I can't remember now. They're basic. I don't think they're going to get a vegan, but yes, they provided the Yarrow Palm. So the Yarrow Palm capsules have collagen in them. And so I have given this to my eldest daughter for a long time. She loves the Yarrow Palm capsules. They are a vegan option. If you're really wanting a vegan and that is your goal, that is an option for you. I don't think they're going to change this product into a vegan form because we have the Yarrow Palm capsules that have a good collagen and good source of collagen in them. Okay. And then again, you have different examples, and I've shared you my example of how I use it. How you use it and you're going to use it is the best way to use it, right? However you're going to remember to take it, whether it's by your toothbrush or it's by your vitamins or it's on your kitchen table, however you're going to use it routinely is what you need to do, right? What you need to do for you. It's again, your personal routine. Some testimonials, right? Brain Clear. And it got clearer each day, right? McKay. She was skeptical at trying it, but 30 days after she was a believer. That is amazing. She lost 10 pounds. This is before, right? 30 days, renewed energy, no midday crashes, which we're going for, right? Lost 10 pounds and she's sleeping like a rock. And I know that my cousin Tara, she even called me today and she ran out. And again, she ran out and now she's going through it again where she's not sleeping again. Okay, so it gave her more energy or more stamina and she had trouble sleeping. However, the side effect that's already working for her is her joints and her muscles don't hurt. So she's trading off one, but she knows that when she gets on it for 3 or 4 days, she's going to start sleeping again. So if you have that issue right away, again, I would encourage you use your lavender, Petitgrain, Serenity soft gels, right? To promote that sleep because it might give you more energy than you're used to, right? All right, so this is the entire system. All of you ladies are enrolled. You already have it. So this is what I created and what you guys can create too. You guys can, I don't even care if you use this ebook. I created it myself. And then I created this to share it with other people. And this is my QR code from our doTERRA back office that I put on this flyer. Okay. So I used this, Zena, remember when I said I was going to do that event in November, I used this on my table. Holly, I believe you might've scanned this on my table, right? Or I might've sent you a link personally. So this is how I made it easy for people to grab their kit if there was a bunch of people at my table at one time. But this is, it is a system and it is easier to use in a system form. Okay. It is easier to learn what's going to work for you if you have all of the options to choose from. Now, after you get the first initial system, I've had many people that just keep getting the system, which is perfectly awesome because they use the gum, they use the beadless, they use everything all the time. Personally, I get the collagen all the time. So I get the collagen in this system, the beadless, and that's what I get like every other month. I get 2 boxes of collagen because I have sharers in my household. Or if you're going to share it with your husband, 2 boxes of collagen is a really good idea. But absolutely, you ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching your recording and you ladies, you know how to customize it. Like, be mindful. I know, and I can help you customize it so you get the most MetaPower products with your other things that you want, like the nutrition or the supplements, because you can customize your supplements and add MetaPower collagen to it, right? Or you can get the collagen and add other things to it, like essential oils or other nutrition that you want, your gut health and that kind of thing. So there is a way to get the products at the best price, even below your 25% off, right? When you enroll, if you're watching this in recording land and you're like, I don't want to have MetaPower. I want MetaPower too, because I want to freaking feel better, right? At the bottom line is, this is going to help you feel better, right? If I look at myself in September, okay. If I look at myself in September, I know my hair was shorter, right? If I look at myself in September, I know that my brain fog was way more evasive and my squirrel moments were way more often. And I know my energy was down, and I know I couldn't run and race Tim on the bales, nor did I want the energy to do so. So I'm super thankful the energy of wanting to chase and run and race and beat Tim on the bales, even though I learned a very valuable experience. And broke my ankle. So it still gives me the mindfulness of, I had the energy to do things. I had the energy to go outside and play, right? And be like I was 12 again. I just don't bounce like those little kids. They just fell off the bells and they bounced right up. I don't even know how they did that. But anyway, so that makes sense to me, right? And I know that there's a lot of people out there, just like you ladies, that you want to feel better. You want your body chemistry to feel different. You want more energy. You want your skin elasticity. You want the wrinkles to kind of dissipate a little bit. As we age, we always look at ourselves and we're like, what? I don't even know where that one came from, right? All of the things that you need, this is really personal. It's going to help those specific pain points first. Okay. So I am open to listening and to having questions here at this moment. If you guys have testimonials, Holly, I would like to hear how it's going for you. We do have a challenge group as well. If you guys want to be in that challenge group, another sister that is on doTERRA, not my team, we're sister legs, as well as me and Chrissy and Zena here. We're doing that together. And so I'm open to adding you guys as you get your products to join that, so you can win prizes. You win shit. It's a good thing. All right. So questions, comments, concerns, testimonials, like, how are you using it? Are you using it? Well, I know you're using the soft gels because you almost had 2 different bottles. I don't know if you're still there, or rubbing your ears and you're doing your stuff at home, but any questions? I'm open. You guys can unmute if you want to, ladies.
I only use the collagen right now, just simply because I can't,
Yep.
I can't afford
Okay.
it.
That's all right.
And I can tell you on what days I if I forget and I don't take it, and I'm like going to bed and I'm like, crap, I forgot to take my collagen this morning. So
That's awesome. And so what have you experienced so far with taking the collagen?
it tastes great. I
like the
I
taste.
just take it just by itself. And I like taking it by itself. Because I think it tastes good.
Okay.
Um,
So did you use like how many ounces of water? 4 a full glass, or do you use like a
no,
short amount?
I 4 to 6, I'd say.
Mhm. Okay.
And then I just,
You take it one time a day?
stirred,
One time a day?
like before 9.
Okay.
And then I just stir it with a spoon right now
Gotcha.
because I can't.
It's all right.
don't
I have a
have
shaker
a-
ball.
I
I
don't
use
have
it in my
a-
I have all those little,
You need a
and
milk
sometimes I've
frother.
thrown the shaker ball away, but I still have a little silver thingy
Balls.
bob.
Yeah.
Little ball.
Yeah.
And so I have these like Tupperware cups, like I don't even know, like a long time ago that have a lid on them. I just shake it with that little, and I just,
Yeah.
that's what I do.
Yeah. So
I love it. And so what have you experienced like different? Being
I
on the
can
collagen?
tell a big difference like on my joints. That's where
Okay.
I notice it go the most right now.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. I love that.
You're welcome.
And I, like you, and I put it out there in the event, I did put like a differentiation of different collagen because it was sent to me today and I hadn't seen that post. And I have been on a collagen for probably 3 years and I haven't ever noticed anything different. I just knew I was eating protein. I knew it was going in my gut. I knew it was a protein. But I never ever felt differently. And so as a woman, we have probably tried and we've probably used a lot of different collagens, right? And I will tell you that I realized a difference within a week time. Like I realized a difference before I left Utah in September with having it every single day. And so that was powerful for me. And like I said, I don't like, the essential oils I use every single day because I will tell you like back of my hand, I know this product, right? Because this is what it does for me. It probably will do something different for you, but my personal experience is it supports me in this way, right? And you guys, like I have kids and they're young adults and I am creating summits and I am doing all this online business and I have speaking engagements and I needed the bandwidth. And so like to have that already be a thing a week in, I was like, holy cow. Yeah, we got to talk about this. Right. And so, and I will also say in my experience, before we go to Zena's experience, another one, I know you have another one besides Ron's amazing story, is I have been in a cast, not working out, but I haven't worked out or been to the gym since I injured my hand. So this has been since October, right? So the last 3 months of the year are most of the time when we're eating sugar, eating more food than we should, not really, it's winter, we're not really moving and shaking, but I haven't been moving and shaking for a few months because I have injured myself and my body composition is not shifted. If it's shifted, it's going down. Like the scale is going down. I have not stood on a scale, but my clothes fit well and I feel comfortable and I don't feel bloated and I don't feel, those things. And so that means a lot to me as well, because I haven't been able to. Did I start the other day? Dana, that girl in her 75 hard. I was like, okay, I'll do something. And she's like, you're what? Like you still have this leg issue. And so I started doing some stuff before I get out of bed today, because I was thinking about how quick leadership is coming and I get to walk around in Florida and like do these things. And so I don't want to be huffing and puffing. And so I started doing some things, and I can do things. I just can't go to the gym and do a treadmill or walk or do a plank right now. Not like I can't do a lot of different things. And so, that is in my experience has really supported me as well. Zena, do you have anything else to share? Any other testimonials?
I've always got something.
I know you got something in there.
Right. This was actually only about 2 weeks after I had started the collagen. The grandkids wanted to play ball. So we went to the ball field, which is right beside my house. And normally I was like, I'm the all-time pitcher because grandma can't freaking run the bases, right? So I was like, they said, grandma hit the ball. So they pitched it to me. I hit the ball. By golly, I ran the bases twice. Twice I ran the bases.
Holy smokes!
I didn't have to stop in the middle. I wasn't huffing and puffing. And I mean, they all loved it. You know, I mean, it was like grandma was actually playing with us. And it felt good because it wasn't like, well, I'm going to stand here so that I don't pass out from not being able to breathe. And it was just that whole, you know, not having your stomach feel like it was up in your lungs and that whole scenario. And that was just 2 weeks in.
That's awesome. I was practicing running. I was doing Couch to 5K to get ready for a 5K in Arizona, which I will have to reschedule and go with them again. But so I was doing that, and it wasn't as difficult as I thought it was going to be, being as I am not an avid runner. And so I recognize that ability to like do spurts without dying. I don't know if I can do like, yeah. So yeah, I love that. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. This has been amazing. I love hearing new stories. Holly, if you're there, absolutely unmute, put it in the chat. I love hearing new stories. I love putting new testimonials in the group. If you guys are in any of my groups, put testimonial in there. I'm absolutely open to you guys putting it out there, because you guys, my goal is to help people live longer, help women enhance their life, help women enhance their health, and just have fun and be in joy and have more freedom and choices, right? And I believe wholeheartedly, I wouldn't share it, I wouldn't talk about it, I wouldn't teach it if I didn't believe wholeheartedly that MetaPower can help you feel better. If you don't know, you don't have to know the science behind it. You don't have to say the word that NMN is, because I just know that it's helped me feel better. And I've watched so many other people that have been using it that are just like, holy cow, like I'm so incredibly blessed, right? There's also other things that people have experienced that has enhanced their marriage and their relationships, right? You have more energy, you have more joy, you have more, you just have more positive emotions to get connected and be intimate. That is another positive aspect. And so without, like, it's just amazing. And I understand that Chrissy is going to be like, shut up, Shannon, it's fine. I was in a yoga class we were in a yoga class at convention, and I was like, this amazing human who is so calm and a yoga instructor and like does meditation, sat there, was like, okay, like seriously, you're gonna feel like you're 30 again. Okay. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Supporting you and your joints and your elasticity and your everything to work better and more efficiently. It's just gonna really give you that structural support that you have like, wow, I haven't felt this good in a long damn time. And that's how I feel too. And I get compliments. Like the other day I was on Zoom with somebody on this coach, and she's like, you're just a youngin'. You're just a youngin'. She kept like going off. She's like, well, how old are your kids? And I was like 21 and 19. And she's just like, how old are you? And I was like 44. And she's like, shut up. Where are your wrinkles? And I was like, they're here, I promise. But it was such an amazing affirmation of like, but I was like, hey, and she was in she's a Diamond doTERRA. And I was like, I use doTERRA, don't you? It was such a great, but she's beautiful, remarkable. And not like I was calling her out, but I was like, right? We have doTERRA. Why wouldn't I be living my best life? Right? I use the facial cleanser. I use all of the things. Anyway, it was just so funny. I was like, how can we not be joyful and look amazing because we have doTERRA? It was just great. It was funny. but it was a great, I was like, thank you. I received that. I will take that. My 21-year-old, oh, my Lanta. I will take that when I have a 21-year-old kid. So, all right, ladies, I will let you go. I hear that my food is ready. So I love you. Thank you so much for being here. And if you have any questions, comment below this video, and we will be teaching this class and teaching different ways to share this class as we move forward, because every different way lands different for somebody else. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you have questions again, if you were invited to this class by one of these amazing humans here, reach out to them and they can help you get your own system. Okay. Have a great, great night. Okay. We'll talk to you soon.